Hello there.
And
Welcome
welcome.
to Luna.
And the Druids.
Yes, and today we're joined by another couple,
A
by the
couple
Fool
of a fool.
and the Magician. Yeah. So Luna and the Druid and the Fool and the Magician. Um, Today we're starting up individual videos for our 21 short video series, The Fool's Journey. We're going to talk about one particular card in the tarot, card number 0, the Fool. The Fool can go anywhere, fits anywhere. If you add the Fool to another card, numerologically, they stay the same. 1 and 0 is still 1. So the Fool is like the Joker in a deck of playing cards, can go anywhere, fits anywhere, and is a very good tool, the Fool's Journey, to learn the meanings and deeper meanings and the essence of the cards in the Major Arcana. So that's why we're not going to talk too much about the Fool themselves. I think we'll make a big episode about the Fool at the end of this series and then go right away to the Fool and the Magician.
Yeah. Well, the Fool's Journey. It's a concept in tarot which represents the spiritual and personal development of an individual as we progress through life. Um, it's based on major arcana, as Jan said, and today we're going to focus on the Magician, which is the number 1 in tarot.
That's it. And yeah, the Magician as a number 1 is also a card of novelty, of starts, of beginnings. Um, the first step in a newborn's perspective is the perspective of the Fool. Because well, you probably don't remember, but when you are born, when you're just born, everything is magic. Everything is magic. You yourself are magic. You see the world through new eyes. You see the endless. You don't even see them, but you have endless possibilities. You are born a blank slate, a new beginning. Uh, you know, an empty piece of paper, an empty book, and it can write itself, and that's your life. So when you're born, you go through an awakening. You have unfiltered magic, and every sensation you experience is raw, and there's openness. And what happens next?
Well, when the fool meets the magician, the fool can discover the personal power, the power of an ability to manifest, um, and can also connect from the spiritual world with the presence, with the physical realm. Would you agree with that?
I would say it's the first step. The magician is actually the one who, by willpower, changes the physical realm. That's why he's a magician. He
Mm.
does magic, and magic happens uh, not as an alchemist who is a chemist or a turgist or a sorcerer who uses external forces, but just with the power of will and the power of communication, because communication is the essence of will, is the way will manifests itself, and you could say words are like spells. Words are magic
Mm.
spells. So what you say will happen. What you manifest in words will happen as things in your life. And that's what a true magician knows, and that's how a true magician makes his life better and super. And what happens when we go through life and we're not always with the magician, we as young people, we lose the magic. You know?
Fortunately, that's what happens.
Yeah.
The social conditioning, all the programs, people, other people's beliefs, who tell us what we should do, what we should think, what we should feel, how we should act. It all has a big impact on our lives, on the way we perceive the world. And sometimes we lose ourselves in those beliefs, in those very often negative impacts of the environment. Mm, and it's really, really important to connect with ourselves to discover what's there, what's our own truth, what's within us.
That's it. You're completely right. So these social norms and of course also experiences, they sometimes cloud your feeling of wonder, your sense of wonder, thinking you can do everything and everything is possible. And uh, what other people tell you, oh no, that can't be done, or what you start thinking yourself. Sometimes you have a negative experience, but it's a learning experience. It doesn't really change anything. You're still a magician. And what we really always try, and especially I would do it in my spiritual teachings. And if people are lost in their lives, I say, yeah, retain the magic. Intent,
It's a great advice.
yeah, through intention, awareness, there is a choice to be open-minded. And there's also a choice to be closed-minded, but it's also a choice to be open-minded and to learn and to grow. Uh, that's it's all in your own hands. So use the magician's tools and senses.
Yeah. After all, the magician is all about harnessing the potential.
Yeah, and that's why you see on his table, you see all his tools. You see the cup and the sword and the wand and the pentacle, meaning the material world. His table is filled with tools, and tools are, funny enough, are taken by the fool because the fool carries a knapsack, and the knapsack contains everything he needs for his journey. So that's what the magician also gives him, the tools to live and the tools to life. And especially if you look at probably the dark side of the magician, um, would also be his way of to use communication for his own good.
Could you expand on that, please?
Yeah, yeah. So communication um, is a very strong and powerful tool to create change in your own life, but you can also uh, talk to other people and convince other people of your truth and of your beliefs and your ideas. And that's why they sometimes call the fool a trickster, because sometimes people say, okay, uh, this person made me believe that I needed this or this, needed to buy this and this or that, like Bitcoin or or other stuff, which you don't really need, of course. And sometimes I'd say you trust other magicians, and sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. And what I always say, sometimes the price you pay for trusting people and for believing in the good of people is the little loss you take or the lesson you learn. But always uh, believe in goodness. And what you can also do on the other side is, in a good way, use your communication skills to change other people's perspectives or to change other people's ideas. And even if that's also for your own good, people that are bothering you, or people that are in your life and they go beyond your borders, try your magic words to change how they behave towards you. You don't have to change them, but change their behavior and change yourself as well, of course. That's what a magician does.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what is the advice for our followers? How would they integrate more of the magician in their lives? I would say, uh, think of how you perceived the world as a child. Meditate on your inner child. Get in touch with your deeper self, with your child self again, and laugh about the things that happen in the world and see the magic in nature, see the magic in the other people around you, see the the magic that's all around you, that, and especially the things you create yourself, the magic and changes you bring into the world. That's your the things you learn as a fool, as a beginner, as a newborn, or someone who has gone through a lot. We could have, like, we sometimes talk about tarot cards, like the Tower and the Ten of Swords. And the Tower means something getting destructed to make way for something new, or the Ten of Swords, where you get to rock bottom and have to climb out of it again. So after these moments, it's so good for yourself to embrace your inner fool in combination with your inner magician, and use the two archetypes to climb out of your situation. I wouldn't say misery, but
Those
situation.
who don't believe in magic will never find it.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. If you don't believe it, you can't see it. You can't experience it.
We mentioned that the magician has some certain tools. Maybe we should talk about it more, how to utilize those tools and make things happen. How magician does that.
Yeah. Well, can you start? Which tool? What you want to give first?
As a Gemini, which is an air energy, I would go for the energy of swords.
Of course. Yeah. The manifestation of will and the manifestation of communication and intellect, learning, using your brain skills. Yeah. And that's where Aleister Crowley, the, the the man of the Golden Dawn method, which was also used by the maker of the Rider Waite Smith deck, he said, "Love is the law. Love under will, harnessing the
Hmm,
power of the elements and its tools to manifest your desires." And Gerald Gardner added to it, "Do what you will shall be the law. Ain't it harm not?"
hmm, very lovely. Thank you for sharing that and bringing us to the table.
Yeah, yeah. And when we go further, we see, we of course we when we go from air, we go through fire, because air starts fire, and fire is your passion, your desires, uh, also the willpower. But now the willpower becoming manifest in an inner change, where you light your inner inspiration, and do different things in your life, where you start up a new business or a new job or a new educational path, where you learn new things. So the novelty of creation through fire, through passion, through manifesting your will again. Yeah, but now in a fiery way.
Yeah, so we have the sword, the clarity, also taking action very often, and the wand, which represents the passion. Also, the because the wand is usually facing up, for me, it represents the connection to the spiritual realm as well. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, yeah, and you can very much see that in a classic pose the magician card has. Even here you see it, as above, so below. So the things that happen in the realm of spirit, and in the realm of on the realm of manifestation, and the realm of starts and new ideas, they are manifested in the world as we experience it. That it can become a reality. That's the spark of ideas becoming reality. As above, so below.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the next
The
one,
cup.
the cups. Yeah,
Let's talk about the emotional side of the magician.
yeah, yeah,
The cup represents emotions and sometimes intuition as well.
yeah, yeah. The funny thing of the cup, especially when you walk through the cards of the cups, they often represent choices. choices to make on an emotional level, choices of alleyways to make. Sometimes you make a choice, for instance, um, like the Seven of Cups, where you get too many choices and get overwhelmed by your choices. And the Seven of Cups could lead you into uh, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, eating too much, working too hard, and everything. And then there's the choice of going to the Eight of Cups and turning your back to your wrong choices and start start healing yourself and go towards the Nine and the Ten of Cups, which means happiness and completion and everything. So there's uh, almost every cup card, like the five as well, talks about what do you choose, what do you manifest in life yourself. And the Five of Cups, where you often see three cups down, but still two cups up, and they're not empty. No, they're half full or filled to the brim or whatever. But not seeing them, or not wanting to see them, or overlooking them, making that choice can lead to big dissatisfaction. So the cups are really about your emotions. Of course, love. The cup is love. The Ace of Cups is the holy grail of love and finding love, and the Two of Cups is loving yourself and making place to love others. I love the cup.
Would you say then that magician teaches the fool to trust their feelings?
Yes, yeah, and to trust their choices and to trust their ability to choose the wise things, and yeah, and to sometimes even choose wrong things and be okay with that, and learn from them, because life is not all about doing the things perfectly. Doing the things differently, or even obviously thinking they're wrong, that might just be because there's the door that closes behind you when you make a wrong choice will open a new one.
Yeah, sometimes blessings come in a disguise.
That's in all the things in life, and that's what the fool learns from the magician. Yeah, to make the right choices, or to make choices anyway. Yeah, and then finally we go to the content of the knapsack.
And there is a pentacle
A
left.
pentacle left, yeah, yeah, and the pentacle represents the world of matter,
Yes, the physical
the
realm,
physical realm,
the
health.
earthly mothers.
Yeah, yeah. Also it's your body health. For instance, it's represented there. Uh, it's in the tree of life. The realm of earth is often seen as the lowest part, or the end part, or the thing that comes after all the things have been done. And of course the pentacles suit ends with wealth and richness and material growth, and growth in health, and growth in experience, and more of everything. And yeah, so yeah, and there's nothing wrong essentially with some materialism. We need food. We need money to warm our houses and to rent our houses or buy them, and cars, and whatever we need in life um, is there. Um, but that's with all things. Uh, don't overdo it.
Yes,
Don't
the
become a
stability
don't
is the
become a
key
don't become a
for
slave of
plentiful.
the world of matter. Many people do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's the full journey through to the magician, where yeah, he represents this individuality, the singularity, the consciousness, also the responsibilities he learns from the magician, and then the transformation through communication. And the magician himself always says, "I am capable. I'm talented and skilled. I believe in myself."
I'm glad you actually mentioned the I am, because those are the most powerful words you can speak. And what is spell casting? Is speaking things into existence. Manifesting is creating and making things happen and bringing whatever is in the realm of mind into the existence.
The I am that I am, or I am that
Yeah.
I am. The way you say it even changes the magic of the words. I am that, or I am that I am. You know, there's so many ways you can speak the magic words and create magic. So let the
Yeah, and
fool.
become the magician of your own life.
That's the most important thing. You're the creator of your own life. You're the magician of your own life. You manifest your life. You bring it into reality.
We have all the tools in our hands, very often just lied on the table just in front of us, but
Agree.
it's
Yeah,
us who need to take action. So the fool needs to make that leap of faith and make that usually first step in
yeah,
order to transform and create that often change.
that's it. So the magician is all about change. Without changing matter, we change reality with our mind, our intellect, and our will. And with that, dear viewers, we come to an end.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Remember to subscribe and hit the like button.
Yeah,
You can also hit the notification button to remind yourself when are we going live. That happens every Monday at 8 p.m. London time.
we are live with a 1 hour show of Luna and the Druid. And for the next 20, 21 weeks, we'll be doing midweek a show about each of the major arcana cards that the fools will visit
I'm so looking forward.
to the next.
Yeah.
And of course, first
Thank you
Monday.
guys for your support. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching our videos. Your engagement with us helps us to grow. Remember, if there is any topic you would like us to talk about, leave it in the comment and we'll definitely look into it.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time.